Spoiler alert, our best-selling candle recipe is at the end. Learn to design, sublimate, and personalize. We're sharing our tested and true candle recipe at the end of this video, so stick around. We'll walk you through how to design, sublimate, personalize, and pour our best-selling candle from start to finish. Hi, I'm Kimberly Patterson, and I help candle makers like you sublimate and engrave their candles, so they don't just look good, they sell. Every candle starts with a story. My client's daughter is graduating, and her mom used to sing "You Are My Sunshine" to her when she was little. She wanted a candle that captured that memory, something personal and meaningful. So we headed into Canva to design it. We are looking for a sunflower that we like. There are a lot to choose from. Once we find the flower, we will add our text. I have in mind a font I want to use for this candle. It is called Pony Club, and I use it a lot, both for engraving and for sublimation. It has a beautiful handwritten flair I like. If you haven't used Canva before, it is a very easy tool to use. Yes, there is a learning curve, but you would be surprised how fast you can learn it. I make all my candle designs in Canva, including my engraved designs. Interested in engraving and how it works? Check out my YouTube videos on engraving. It's a special treat. We used Canva's special effects to curve the message just right. I really like the special effects that curve the font. It makes it look polished and professional. Don't forget, always download your file with a transparent background. That's key for sublimation. Step 2, printing. We're using the Brother SP1 sublimation printer. I love this printer. I never have a problem printing twice. It always lines up and the ink lasts forever. I print every day and it was more than 12 months before I had to replace my ink. We print on A-Sub sublimation paper. To make sure the colors are bold and vibrant on glass, we print the design twice, feeding the same sheet through the printer again for a double layer of ink. Make sure your design is mirrored before printing. This is essential for glass sublimation. Step 3, cutting our design. Next, we trim our design close to the edges. We are using our handy Cricut paper cutter. This makes it easier to tape cleanly to the vessel. Less overlap, less bulk. Step 4, taping our candle vessel. We're using a Makesy or a 12-ounce vessel. These don't need to be special sublimation blanks. They sub beautifully. For best results, I recommend white vessels to keep the colors accurate. That said, I've had great results with yellow, light green, and pink too. We tape the design using heat-resistant tape, and my trusty tape dispenser makes it quick and clean. Be sure to smooth out any wrinkles or gaps. Air pockets will mess up your final result. We tape all around the vessel, covering the edges of the entire design. We also tape around the lip of the candle so shrink wrap does not stick to it. Step 5, shrink wrap. Cut your sleeve to size. I buy the tubes for tumblers and then just cut them to wrap around my candle vessel. Once we have wrapped it around our candle vessel, tape the seam and use a heat gun to shrink it evenly. This part is so satisfying, like magic as it hugs the glass. Go around the vessel a few times to make sure it is nice and snug. Our heat gun is set to a medium heat. We are going to just keep going around our candle vessel until it is wrapped tight and most of the bubbles are out. Don't worry too much about this, as it will further shrink in the oven, providing the pressure needed to sublimate your design. Step 6. It's now time to bake our candle in our sublimation oven. Preheat your sublimation oven to 390 degrees. I line the oven grate with butcher paper to prevent the shrink wrap from melting onto the grate. Trust me, it's a pain to clean otherwise. Once the oven hits 390, bake your wrapped vessel for 6 minutes. Then let it cool for 20 minutes before unwrapping. Let the magic happen. Step 7, the reveal. Now for the best part. Unwrap your vessel and take in the result. It's always a little thrilling. It takes some time to unwrap, but the final result is worth it. A vessel well taped will save you a lot of time. If you are having problems with ghosting, check out my video on how to fix it. Look at the beautiful color and design on this candle. Our customer is very happy with this result. The design is one with the vessel, won't rub off or fade, a lasting keepsake. We are now going to fill this vessel with our best-selling candle recipe. Like most candle makers, we tested our wax, wick, and fragrances for over a year before we got a proven winner. These burn beautifully and smell great. Let's wick our candle. I'm using Norden Wick tools to center 2 cotton wicks. This vessel also works with 1 wood wick, but my client requested cotton. My candle recipes have been thoroughly tested for a perfect burn. I use fragrances from several vendors, and Premier 730 or 755 wicks work for all my fragrances. Our client has chosen pink grapefruit for this one, so we will use 2 730 cotton wicks for a perfect burn. Our pink grapefruit fragrance is from Flaming Candle. We have quite an extensive fragrance list, which includes fragrances from Black Tie Barn, Candle Science, and Sensory. When the fragrance is more complex, we use 2 755 Premier wicks in this size candle vessel. We tested several wicks, and Premier works the best with our cocoa apricot wax. You can buy Premier wicks from Black Tie Barn. Step 9. Measuring fragrance. Our cocoa apricot creme wax has a 12% fragrance load. Through the testing process, we discovered that 1 ounce of wax is the right amount for this size to get a great cold and hot throw. This ratio is about a 7.7% fragrance load, so I don't mind when measuring if we go over a little bit. We poured 1.1 ounces of fragrance. Going a little over is totally fine. I'm heating cocoa apricot creme wax from Makesy to 390 degrees Fahrenheit, and I love that I don't have to wait for it to cool before pouring. I add the wax to our beaker, measuring exactly 400 grams or 14 ounce. We stir the fragrance slowly for 2 minutes. Next, we pour slow and steady, and we are done. Cure time is 72 hours, and this wax always gives a smooth top and a beautiful burn. And that's it. From design to pour, you now have a meaningful, professional quality candle that is a lasting keepsake, made with love and a story behind it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you have questions. See you next time on The Candle Artist Way.